website in mind, and I came across the website tbddress.com, and I saw this beautiful dress that was lace and the style that I wanted and beautiful colors. I'll put a picture right up here. Now, I was very hesitant to order the dress, but this website has really high ratings. So I looked at the ratings for the dress and I ended up ordering the dress. Now, when the dress came in, it took a little bit while. It took about, I think, almost close to a month to come because it comes from China. These dresses are made in China. And this actually, my ceremony dress, and I'll put a picture right here of my whole complete look. My ceremony dress actually was the second dress that I bought. I bought my reception dress first, and then I ended up buying this dress because I wanted something a little bit more formal. So I'm going to talk about this dress first, even though I ordered it second. Try to stay on track with me here. So this was my wedding ceremony dress. I found this on tbddress.com. I was nervous when I ordered it. So when it finally came in the mail, it was like very packaged, almost like it felt like a pillow. I ripped it open and the dress just fell out, and it was actually beautiful. And the really great thing about this website is that you can order your size specifically. You can measure yourself. You can have a seamstress measure you, and you can put in your measurements, and they will send you a tailor-made dress. Not kidding you guys. For $20 freaking dollars. White, right? $20. Now, like I told you before, when I bought my reception dress first, and when I bought that dress first, I remember, you know, I wanted to get a seamstress, and I didn't realize that I would end up doing it myself, because when I ordered the first dress, I didn't get it tailor-made. I just bought a specific size. So I bought a size 6 of the first dress. And when I went, my husband and I drove in the rain. It was like pouring rain out one day. We drove to a bridal shop in New Jersey to tailor the dress. I thought, okay, it's going to be about $200, no more than $300. Mind you, I only paid about almost close to $200 for the wedding dress. So I didn't think that getting it tailored was going to be that much. So she pins the dress, and we talk about what we're going to do with the dress, and I take it off and I go to the register. My husband's with me the whole time. He's not in the back, but he's sitting towards the front on his phone or whatnot. So I go to the cashier, I go to the register, and I'm asking the lady, okay, now what's the damage going to be? And when she told me the price, I think my ears and probably my face probably got red just from the heat that flushed up in me because it was so much money. She was going to charge me $550 to tailor my dress. Now, I know for most brides who spend a couple of grand on your dress, that's normal. But when you spend less than $200 on a wedding dress, like, I was not about to spend like 4 times the amount to get it tailored. So when my husband heard it, he heard $550. He was on the phone. He was like, hold on, I'll call you back. He immediately came over. He tried to bring the price down. He's really good at that. And she wouldn't go down any more than $300. So I was going to think about it. And as we were driving away, my husband was like, don't worry about it. We'll find someone, or maybe you can have her do it for $300. And I don't know. I was just really adamant about not paying that much money to get my dress tailored. So all of a sudden, I had this bright idea. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to tailor the dress myself. So I tailored actually both of my wedding dresses myself, the ceremony dress and the reception dress, okay? So actually, I'll just start with that story. So what I did was I went on YouTube because both my dresses were made of tulle and they both had lace. And I went on YouTube and I found out how to remove lace from a wedding dress. And all you really needed to do was something called a seam ripper. You need to buy a seam ripper. So I ended up going on Amazon.com and I ordered these scissors right here. They're called Scissor Tail Professional Scissors. They were like 30 or 40 bucks. I'll put the price down below. And these scissors are amazing. They're like real seamstress scissors. Don't mind my nails, I need to get them done. super sharp. They also come with a blade if you need to cut. I did not need to use that, but these scissors cut like butter. They literally cut like butter. So I had these scissors, right? These are what I use to cut my dress, and I'll show you a close-up. That was from Amazon. And then I also went to walmart.com and I ordered this cute little seamstress kit, and it came with the measuring tape and like the pins and the little thing that covers your thumb. Super cute. And this was about $35. So remember, the woman wanted to charge me $550 to tailor my dress. I ended up spending what, $35 and $40, $75, and I tailored both my dresses. Now let's get back into the dress that I purchased for the ceremony. So this is my ceremony dress. I purchased this on TBD.com. I actually measured myself and I was able to put in my height, and I ordered a size 6 because the other dress was a size 6 and it fit pretty good. So I didn't have to hem the bottom of this dress. Luckily, I realized that I could measure myself because the bottom of this dress is already hemmed and I'm not really much of a sewer. So when I bought this dress, the one thing that needed to be done to it was it was completely see-through on top, you guys. In the picture, I'm going to show you the picture that they show on the website. This is a picture that they advertise on the website. Now, mind you, it looks beautiful. It's see-through, but it looks very classy. And the pads look great. But when the dress came in, the pads that it came with were like terrible. They look really cheap. They didn't hold, you know, my little two friends up. And it was actually slightly big on top. Now the length of the dress was fine, so I didn't need to worry about that. The length was fine. It was a little bit loose on top because I did lose some weight on my upper body for the wedding. So I ended up tailoring it myself, and I used the scissors, I used this kit. What I did was I lined, and I'm going to show you a picture of when it was see-through here first. And I pinched the back. I want to blur out, of course, my upper body. So it was completely see-through when I bought the dress. And what I did was I ended up cutting lace from another dress that I had and sewing the lace underneath the top of the dress, and I only did it in the front half of the dress. And then I also, it's gonna sound crazy, but I also remembered, like, okay, what am I gonna do with padding? I didn't want a lot of padding, so I ended up remembering that I had a cream colored bikini that I no longer wore. So I went into my drawers, I found the bikini, and I literally, it's like those bikinis where there's literally two triangles strung on a string, and I literally just pulled off the two little triangular parts for the top of the bikini, and I sewed them into the inside of the dress. So it covered my chest area, and then I also added, so as you can see, it has like it's very bedazzled, it has like the sequins, which is why I glued sequins to my veil. I'll show you a little up close. You can see right there. And it said champagne, but it was more of a peach color. I actually loved it. It went well with the bouquet, as you can see in the pictures. I took it in right here. Internally, I put it inside out. I cut through the second row of tulle and I trimmed the sleeves to make it tighter. Yeah, this is the back of it. This is the lining. It has two layers of tulle. And the lining almost looks like a chiffon type of fabric, very soft and beautiful. But I really like because one of the layers of tulle at the bottom of the dress actually has lace as well, and it's also kind of bedazzled. Now I'm going to show you the inside. It's a little bit stained because I did want to look like tan and glowy, but I didn't want to go tanning. So I swear by the Sally Hansen tanning spray. I get it at CVS, Rite Aid, Walmart. It's in a spray bottle. It's by Sally Hansen, and they what's the word I'm looking for? They advertise it as specifically for the legs, but I use this spray all over my face, all over my body before I put my dresses on. So I had that beautiful light golden like tan bridal glow, and then of course I applied makeup on that. So this is a little bit stained from that, and I'm going to show you what I was telling you about before, the lining of the dress. I put lace inside, and here goes that bikini, the two bikini top covers, the triangular shape, and I just let the lace kind of hang down, As you can see, I'll pull it up. This is without the lace, and then you have, this is without the lace, and then I put the lace. It just hung down nicely. And the back I left see-through, as you can see in the pictures. So yeah, these are my two beautiful dresses that I got from tbddress.com. So it went from being see-through to completely covered. And what I purposely did was I left the back of the dress completely see-through, and I did not have to wear a bra. Everything fit perfectly. So this dress was less than $200, and it's beautiful because the underneath is champagne. It had lace, and I just was amazed at the price and at the quality of the dress. I love it. People loved it. It looks a lot more expensive than it actually is. And even though I ordered it online, I was not disappointed. I also wanted to get some really nice, like, Cinderella shoes. I don't know, I just want a really nice pair of Cinderella shoes. So I was shopping around and I saw these shoes on Amazon.com. Now, they are champagne colored. They are advertised as champagne. I'm going to put them so you can see. Make sure my camera focuses. Okay, these are absolutely beautiful, and I'll show you a picture as well. These were actually, how much were these? I'm just going to put the price. I know that they were very inexpensive. These came, they're beautiful. They're like a rose gold color, and I'm obsessed with rose gold. They fit perfectly. They were comfortable, not too high, not too low. And so these I wore for the ceremony. And I wanted the something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. So of course my dress was the something new, and the shoes, because everything was new. And I actually found these I Do stickers on Amazon.com, and they were my something blue. I'll put a picture here. And they're really cool. So what I did was I took those stickers, and they're like decals, like diamond decals, and I put them on the bottom of my shoes so that as I walked down the aisle and I got married, I had my something blue, and it says I do. So I got that from Amazon. And with my ceremony dress, I ordered this pin for my hair from Amazon as well, also rose gold. I'm not sure if you can see that. It's by Fairy Moda or Mada, and I'll show you a picture as well close up. So I ordered this pin for my hair. I wore small little stud earrings. These are them. And I also got these from Amazon. And I also ordered these rose gold clips just in case. I ended up not even needing these. So that was for my bridal look. Now the veils, I'm not even going to go into detail. I actually went through like 3 veils before I found the one I wanted. I found this veil on Amazon.com as well. I think it was called Babylonian. It was a Babylonian cathedral length veil. When I tried it on, because my dress, I couldn't get it to have a sweeping train. When I placed the order and I measured my height and I put in my height, I sent them a message and I wanted to know if it could have a sweeping train. For that specific dress, they would not do it. So because my dress was floor length, it pretty much touched the floor. I didn't want my veil to be super long because it just wouldn't match up somehow. So when I got this veil, it was cathedral length, and when I tried it on with the dress, it was just way too long. So what I did was I tried it on, and here's the veil right here, and I'll show you a picture first because you can see the length. It's shorter than a cathedral veil. It's more like a sweeping train, maybe a little longer. It's kind of like in between, because what I did was I took the veil, and this is the veil right here, and I actually glued these little sequins on myself to give it some sparkle, because the top of my dress did have some sparkle to it. And I glued these individually with a hot glue gun. And then to make it slightly shorter, where is it? The pin of the veil, this part right here, I took it and I cut it off of the pin, and I cut out about maybe a foot off of the veil, and then I glued it right back on. Now, this was a lesson learned for those of you who want to try this. It would have been perfect, except silly old me, when I glued it back, you know how the part of the clip, the round part, it goes into your head? I glued it backwards. So You see how it's the wrong way? I was supposed to glue it this way, but I glued it backwards. So that's why my veil kind of was like sticking out of my head a little. So if you are going to trim a veil, you guys, make sure that when you glue it back to the clip, that this rounded part is the part that goes against your head. Oh, look, ooh, ooh. Makes me just want to get married all over again. I just love veils, goodness. Yeah, and I did not spend much on this. I'll put the price right up here. I don't even know the price. My bouquet. Another thing that I went against the rules of a wedding is to have a real bouquet. Again, I got married in November. It was fall and I wanted peonies and something soft. So I did also order my bouquet from Amazon. I'll put a picture right here. I believe it was $45 and it was just gorgeous. It was the exact colors. It has that blush pink, the peach color, the white, and the eucalyptus leaves. Now, I don't have this bouquet with me right now. It has a beautiful white satin, like it's wrapped in white satin, and then it had like a bow with the diamonds, as you can see. I don't have that bouquet on you, but I'm going to show you a bridesmaid one, which is very similar. All I did for the something owed, because my dress was new, the blue I do was something blue, and then for something borrowed and something owed, my mom actually lent me an owed pin that she had. It was like the ivory face of a woman, and I'll put a picture right here. All I did was I just pinned the pin right atop the pearl on my bouquet, and that was my something owed and something borrowed, and it added a beautiful touch. It went perfectly with the peachy color of my wedding dress, and it's just all tied in so beautifully. Now my bouquet was about $45, but I don't have that bouquet because I did give it to someone, and I gave it to my cousin Samantha. And you guys, I kid you not, well, that was in November, December, January. 2 months later, the girl got married, and it was just so exciting. I'm going to show you a picture here at our wedding. This is right after I gave her the bouquet, and I didn't even know that she was expecting. So she was expecting, she hadn't told anyone yet, and she got married 2 months later, and her and her husband are expecting a baby girl in July. So I'm super excited about that. So I'm going to show you the bridesmaid bouquet that is very similar to my wedding bouquet. It's very similar. Okay, this is what it looks like, and it has like the peach colors, the eucalyptus leaves. This was one of my bridesmaid ones. It just has like the burlap, but as you can see, yeah, the flowers are not real, but they just look really beautiful and gorgeous in pictures. Mine was slightly bigger, and again, it had the satin, and mine was $45. So that bouquet really turned out nicely with my overall look. So that was my, what the heck? Looks like I have, okay, there we go. So that was my wedding ceremony look, okay? Hair. I actually ended up getting my hair done by my DJ's wife. She does hair. I'm gonna put her Instagram right below or right on top or inside the comment section somewhere. I'll put her Instagram. Her name is Keri, and she does amazing wedding hair. As you can see, my hair looked beautiful. Everyone was commenting about my hair specifically, and I actually had extensions. So the extensions I also bought from, you guessed it, Amazon.com. Now, she told me to buy Remy extensions, so I went on Amazon. I bought these Remy extensions. I'll put a picture right here. They were $89. I didn't have to get it colored because my hair was already that color. I just kept coloring it. And I bought 2 packs of these Remy hair extensions, and they just were beautiful. I'm going to show you right here because I do have them in this bag. And I actually separated them in little glad bags by size. So they came with like one large strip for the bottom, medium-sized strips, and then smaller clips. And these are just amazing. I'm just going to show you one piece. These are the Remy extensions that I brought from Amazon. And what Keri actually told me, which was very helpful, this is actually 2 clips that are sewn together. Because what she told me was if you put each one individually, it feels more heavy on your head and it pulls. And also the bottom part tends to look a little stringy. So what she told me was to sew them together, and it makes it just look a lot more fuller, and it's less clips all over your head. So that really worked out well. Thank you, Keri. I'll put her Instagram below. She does amazing wedding hair, bridal hair, prom hair, and so on. So these are the extensions, and they're just gorgeous. Also from Amazon.com. $89.99, I believe these were. My makeup I actually did myself. I had a makeup trial. I wasn't satisfied with it, and I figured, why not just do my own makeup? Now, a lot of people will say, oh, that was easy. No, I actually, because it was my wedding day, I was very nervous, and I felt like I was going to mess it up on my wedding day just because I wanted it to be so perfect. So my husband gave me some really good advice. My husband's the best. He said, babe, when you're doing your makeup, just act like it's any other day. Like, don't stress it, you know, and don't feel like it has to be perfect. Pretend like it's any other day, like when you're doing a video. And that is exactly what I did, you guys. I woke up early. I'll show you some pictures here. I sat, I kicked him out the room because we did spend the night together, and then I kicked him out. He went to go get ready. And I sat right by the window with my makeup supplies and my mirror. And I did my makeup with the natural light facing me. And I just was like, you know what? This is just like any other day. I'm not going to stress it, and my makeup came out really beautiful. I didn't want it to be overly done. I wanted it to be glowy and natural, like most brides want, right? You want to still look like yourself, but you want to look glamorous. So these are pictures here. I took some selfies when I did my makeup. So I saved myself about $85 right there by doing my hair. So yeah, so that's my wedding ceremony. So I used the first dress I ordered as my reception dress, and I also found this dress on tbddress.com. I believe it was $172 with tax and everything. It came to a little less than $200. I'll put a picture right here of the way it looked on the website. Okay, so as you can see, it's beautiful. It's lace. It's vintage. It's very, looks like a garden dress, and that's the look I was going for. So this is a picture here. Now, when I ordered this dress, I didn't realize that I could get it specifically tailored to my height. So I ordered a size 6, the dress came, and when the dress came, there were a few problems with it. Not with the dress itself, not with the quality. The dress was beautiful, it was ivory, the material was very thick and heavy. It felt like I spent more money on it. Now the only problem was in the picture where you can see it's V-neck. I do like V-neck low cut styles because when you are buying a wedding dress, you want to buy a dress that accentuates your the best parts of your body, right? That it shows off the best parts of your body, and it hides the parts that you want to hide. So I really love my chest area, so I wanted something low cut but not too low cut, you know, something classy and sexy. And I also wanted something A-line so I could hide my little pouch and just show off my upper body. So in the pictures, it looked amazing. The back is out completely beautiful. It was perfectly low cut. It showed has a perfect amount of cleavage. Now when the dress came and I tried it on, it was way too long because I didn't realize that I could have it actually cut to my height. And not just that, but the lace was literally like wide open. So when I tried on the dress, it was like, hello everybody. Like it just looked like I was in a club, and it was just way too open. Now that's when I went to the Jersey bridal place to get it tailored, and she actually wanted to add lace to cover my chest area, and I told her, well, if you're gonna trim the bottom of my dress, why not just use the lace, the row of lace that you're trimming to add it on here? And she said, oh, I can do that. But then she tried to charge me like out the ass. So I decided, you know what? I'm the one who gave you the idea. I'm going to go home and do it myself. And that's when I YouTubed it, and I found out how to remove lace from a dress, and I bought the kits that I showed you. And I removed, so what I did was I cut the bottom of the dress. I cut off a whole row of lace, and then I used the seam ripper to remove that lace, and I sewed the lace in the front area of my dress right here to cover my cleavage into a classy wedding day. And cleavage. For the bottom of the dress, because it was tulle, I did not have to hem it. So I literally just used these scissors right here, the ones I ordered from Amazon, that cut like butter, and I just tried on the dress, and then I kind of marked, and I would trim it, look in the mirror, try it on again. It was a lot of trying on and trimming and cutting again. Now, here's the only thing that I realized later. when I trim the dress, it actually has layers. You know what? I'm gonna go get the dress just so I can show you. It is like absolutely beautiful. It just makes me want to get married all over again. Okay, so what I did was, you can see the lace here, right? It was see-through here, beautiful. I added lace here. Oh, stay right on there. And now when I trim this, right, because it's tulle, it didn't have to be perfect. Now, the lining of the dress, however, when I trimmed it with the scissors, it began to tear. Like, I don't know what it's called, but it just kind of, it started to flare out, like all the thread pieces. So it started to flare out, as you can see. This is the lining. It started to do that, and that was a problem. And I'm not much of a sewer. I don't know how to use or work a sewing machine. I tried to buy a handheld one. It didn't work. So I did something that, actually, I did the unthinkable. I hot glued the hem of my lining. So I took it, I folded it, and I hot glued it. This is the hot glue, right? And you can see the way it was kind of, the seams were kind of ripping, and I hot glued it. And you guys, it worked out fine. And the reason why it was fine was because it wasn't perfect, but the tulle, because there was a few layers of tulle, it covers the bottom of the dress perfectly. But I didn't have to worry about the lining completely, like, just falling apart. And I'll show you. You can see, here we go. I'm going to show you the bottom of the dress. It covers it, so it just worked out really well. And this is a nice heavy dress. It's beautiful. It's great quality. And the other thing I did was, the top of the dress is see-through as well, but I added the lace. And another thing I did have to do was, you could still see my skin a little bit through. So what I did was, from the lining, right, because I trimmed from this type of champagne color lining, from the lining I created these pads, I guess, not a pad, but like a lining for the inside of the dress. I measured myself, cut these in, sewed them in, and it literally looks like the dress just came like that. Yeah, so this is like my baby right here. I actually liked this dress more than the ceremony dress, which is why I wanted to spend the night dancing away in this one, and I wanted something more formal in the other dress. So yeah, this is like, God, I can't get over that I spent, what, $100 and something, less than $200. Like, my sister spent more on her maid of honor dress than I did. And guys, if you're questioning tbddress.com, just make sure that the ratings for the specific dress is high. I ordered this dress. I ordered my wedding ceremony dress, and I actually ordered another dress in pink, and I'll show my niece right here. I ordered this dress originally to be my second dress because I was thinking of a pink wedding dress, but I just didn't like the way it fit my body. Beautiful dress, nothing wrong with it. I didn't like the way it fit my body. It fit her perfectly, so I gave it to her, and that was also less than $200. So this is my first dress. I love you. I just want to get married all over again. Anyway, so yep, so that's how I tailored my reception dress. Now, I kind of wanted like that whole dramatic change where like you come out with the reception dress. You know, I couldn't wear the same pair of shoes. So for the accessories for my ceremony dress, I did buy a whole nother set of accessories. I'll show you that now. So as you can see in the pictures, I had a clutch, and this is the clutch right here. I'm going to show you up close. I ordered this from Amazon. It's absolutely stunning. It's beautiful. It's a champagne color. You open it right here. And this is how it looks on the inside. And it's pretty, I mean, it fits like, you know, your phone, makeup, and it actually came with a gold chain, but I didn't want it like that. When we walked into the reception, I walked in with this in my hand. And it was just a nice little touch for, like, you know, time to party and to celebrate. So that was that. And then my shoes, because I'm obsessed with rose gold and pink in general, I went on to Nordstrom and I saw these Badgley Mischka rose gold wedding shoes. And we all know Badgley Mischka makes like some of the most beautiful wedding shoes. They're gorgeous. They are every time I look at wedding shoes or I type in Badgley Mishka comes up, but we all know they're expensive. So I was searching around and I came across these on Nordstrom.com. They're rose gold in the center. And they're like this beautiful blush pink color. They have like the diamonds and even the back area. It's just so detailed. And it's sheer here. And I got platform because these are just more comfortable for me as well. And my ankles do get kind of weak when I wear high heels. I had enough support and they were comfortable shoes. And I actually got these on sale. I found them on sale for I think less than $200. And I'll put it up here. I got these at Nordstrom Rack. And I'll also put a picture up. Now the one thing I regret is when I went into the reception, when I changed and went into the reception party, you know, the reception to party and celebrate, I forgot to change my earrings and to put on a bracelet. And I was like, oh, I was supposed to change the little studded earrings. I was supposed to change into these. I was supposed to change into these beautiful rose gold and diamond chandelier earrings that I purchased on Amazon as well. And I was also supposed to put on this bracelet that I didn't get at Amazon. I got at Burlington, but I totally forgot. It's one thing I regret. It's not changing into my party chandelier. I didn't spend a lot of money. Most people spend a couple of grand on their wedding dress. You guys, I spent, plus all the accessories, 8, 9. I'll put the total here. I guarantee you that this total is still less than or equal to what some brides spend just on their dress alone, not including tailoring. So that just goes to show that some creativity and shopping around. And I looked like $1 million. I felt like $1 million. But of course, I did not spend $1 million. So I hope that I helped some of you guys out there who are looking around. tbddress.com. I swear by it. I ordered 3 dresses, my reception dress, my wedding dress, and the dress that was going to be my reception dress, but I didn't like the way it fit me, so it turned out I gave it to my niece. That dress is beautiful as well. Here's all my beautiful items. I'm going to grab the camera and just scroll through. Please feel free to comment below and I will answer your questions. And just to help anyone out there who wants to look absolutely beautiful and amazing on your big day. You don't have to spend a lot. You really don't. I mean, I honestly feel like these things are beautiful, and I've seen on TV, you know, people who spend so much money, and I was like, dude, I look better than her, and she spent like, you know, all this money. You don't have to spend a lot of money to look amazing on your wedding day, and you can order your wedding dress online. I'm just gonna bring the camera closer, but thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to hit the like button, and if you want to see more of these type of DIY videos, makeup, how to save money, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys for watching and have a wonderful day. Ciao. Side note, you guys, these were flowers I ordered from Amazon for my centerpieces, and I used it for my vanity. Look how fabulous they look. Totally great. My glass